3 1/3 minus 1 2/3. I'm subtracting these mixed numbers and they have a common denominator, right, of 3. So I look at their numerators, I have 1 minus 2, which I can't do, so I need to borrow. And if I borrow, I'm going to borrow from the 3 and it becomes a 2. And I would need to add a whole fraction to this. Since my denominator is 3, the whole fraction would be 3 over 3, right? Because 3 over 3 would be 1. Okay, so now my top number is going to be 2. And what's 1/3 plus 3/3? Well, that would be 4/3. 2 4/3. And so as you can see, I basically unsimplified this so that I could subtract. This mixed number is going to stay the same. I'm just going to bring it over here, slide it over. It's still 1 2/3. And remember, I am subtracting. So I'm going to put a minus sign here. Now I have 4/3 minus 2/3. I can do that. The denominator stays the same, 3, and I subtract the numerators. 4 minus 2 would be 2. Then you subtract your whole numbers. 2 minus 1 is 1. So my difference is 1 2/3. Next I have 6 1/9 minus 4 4/9. My denominators are the same. I look at the numerators. 1 minus 4 I can't do. I need to borrow. So I borrow from the 6, it becomes a 5, and I add a whole fraction to this. A whole fraction, since the denominator is 9, would be 9 over 9. So now my top number would be 5, and what is 1/9 plus 9/9? That would be 10/9, and this number stays the same. I'm going to slide it over. It's still 4 4/9, and I am, remember here, subtracting, so I'm going to put my subtraction sign. Now I have 10/9 minus 4/9, which would be 6/9, right? You keep the denominator and subtract the numerators. 10 minus 4 is 6. Then you subtract the whole numbers. 5 minus 4 is 1. So I have 1 6/9. Is this simplest form? Well, 6 and 9, they're divisible by 3, aren't they? So I need to divide the top and the bottom by 3. And so my answer is going to be 1. And what is 6 divided by 3? That's 2. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Okay, so my difference here is 1 2/3.